Hello guys, what's going on? My name is Noel and this is Sema Unveiled 2023. Come with me and see what's new this year. Innovative thinking, outside of the box design. Let's go. Let's see Sema Unveiled 2023.
Kicking off Sema 2023, it's exciting to be here.
It is exciting to be here. Hey, what do we bring up?
Well, you know, Bruce Meyer, who originally designed the Myers-Manx, released it in 1964, and Philip Serafin just recently bought the brand from Bruce, and he is putting a whole ton of enthusiasm and money into this brand. He hired Freeman Thomas, who's a lead designer for Ford Motor Company in Lincoln, and this is a completely brand new body, all new molds, everything else, and you know, Myers-Manx is doing a ton of work with new chassis and whatnot, but this is an original 1969 bug that I bought out of Dallas, Texas.
Nice.
We shortened up the chassis, and MP gave me everything that I needed for, you know, completely the chassis. Steve Johnson built the motor down in San Diego. It's a 2275 with a 911 fan shroud on it from
Nice.
Porsche.
It's hot.
And, you know, what I wanted to do was, of course, the Volkswagen was the donor car for a Myers-Manx. I thought, what if the donor car was a 356 Porsche? And we just got it finished so we could get it here, and this is the first drive I've made with it, other than out of the shop and into the truck.
Ah, awesome. I love that. Because, you know, the Sema show is classically known for vehicles that are still wet. And you did it again. Where's the Myers-Manx going to be?
This is in the Foose booth, which is in the main hall at the very back.
Awesome.
Right next to the Ford booth.
Love to see it. Hey, thanks for bringing it out, Chip.
Pleasure to be here.
Always great to see you, my friend.
All right.
Let's hear it for Chip.
Good to see everybody.
Keeping the Myers-Manx.
Enjoy your week.
Alive. Yes. We've got a twofer of awesome Mustangs wearing yellow with a big Shell logo on them. I'm Kevin. What's your name?
I'm Shelly.
Shelly. Nice to talk to you. I'll let you hold on to that. Shelly, so tell me, what are we looking at here?
Well, I'll let Vaughn tell you all about the
For sure,
cars,
yeah,
but
we're going to get to him.
What we're here to talk about today is the new partnership that we have between the RTR team and the Shell Fuels.
Awesome, awesome.
Yeah.
Sir, welcome.
What's going on? How's everybody doing? Welcome back to Sema.
Everybody knows this
We
guy.
made it! Yeah!
So this is an exciting program.
Yeah, very exciting program. We're pumped to be partnered up with Shell Fuels. In fact, I literally just got back from a local Shell station, filling up with the V-Power Nitro Plus, which we will be performing demos and exhibitions all week over in the Performance Unbound area. What we have here, first I want to introduce, for those of you who don't know, Chelsea DeNova, my teammate and 2023 Formula Drift champion. And this is Chelsea's 1,000 horsepower Ford Mustang RTR Spec 5D. This runs a Ford Performance Illuminator, supercharged, lightweighted, full composite body, weighs right around 3,000 pounds.
Nice.
And it's an absolute ripper. And so Chelsea will be out there with myself and a couple other drivers this weekend. We've got a drifting Bronco, we've got 3 Mustangs, and we're going to be giving rides, putting smiles on faces all weekend.
Love it.
And to the left here, this is the all-new 2024 Ford Mustang RTR Spec 2. So basically, RTR is my company. RTR stands for Ready to Rock, which means ready for anything at any moment. And this is basically a package that you can purchase at Ford dealers all over the world. Appearance, fully adjustable suspension, obviously wheels, tires, and you can get it with up to 750 horsepower with a warranty. So this is a culmination of our dreams and bringing them to reality, and not just parking them in the show floor, but out there showing our performance and showing the capabilities of Shell fuels, performance, and the fun that all those things together have. So thank you all very much for having us out. And Chelsea, you excited for a fun weekend?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm very excited about Sema. It's always a blast. We do a lot of driving, put a lot of smiles on faces, lots of ride-alongs, and shredding tons of tires.
I got a quick question. Do you guys ever pay attention to the odometer after this weekend and how many miles get logged, even though you don't really go that far?
We kind of go more by tires than
For sure.
anything, and I think each of us will go through about 80 rear tires this weekend.
80 rear tires, nice.
Yeah, so in normal folk, that's probably like over 1 million miles. But in us, we only get about 10 miles per pair.
Here at the 2023 Sema reveal. Come on up this way a little bit so we can see around the vehicle. I'm sorry, what's your name, buddy?
My name is Dustin Williams.
Dustin, welcome. You had a little bit of a challenge getting up, and I'll tell you, it happens to us every single year.
No, it's a little aggressive.
It's a little aggressive. It's that peak at the top, that apex. But tell me what you brought up, man.
Yeah, so this is my 2015 Subaru WRX. So this is the car that kind of started everything with me. Car building and my whole journey in the automotive industry. It's been with me for 9 whole years, from getting completely totaled by a drunk driver to abandonment. And then
Wow.
2 days ago we finished it up, and now it's here.
So that's fantastic. Let's have a round of applause here. So you've had this car 9 years. Is this one of the first cars you ever owned?
Yeah, so it's one of the first cars I ever owned. I had a Civic prior to this, and this was my first real dream car. So I was able to obtain this and kind of get started on my whole journey. You know, save up for all the parts I wanted, and learn how to work on a car.
That is great.
Exterior is a custom paint job. My favorite cars are GTR. So I wanted a sort of a GTR color. So it starts as a R35 GTR orange, but with a base of what the original color was, which was dark gray metallic.
Okay.
So it's a little bit of a mix of the both. We like to call it lava or volcanic orange.
It's kind of a smoky orange.
Yeah, it's really cool. And then exterior-wise, my favorite body kit manufacturer is Varis Japan. So this is a Varis Japan complete kit with all the carbon aero and some a couple of different pieces like a Sebon hood and trunk in the rear for added carbon fiber.
It took 3 years to build it. We had a lot of fun doing it.
One of the challenges about doing a Pontiac of this vintage is that the nose is made of a material that they called Endura. And back in the day, there's actually you can jump on YouTube and find this. There's a television commercial of a guy taking a hammer and beating the nose. And back in '69, and when that came out, that was like, what are you doing? And the hammer just bounced right off because it was a flexible nose, which was cool back in '69. But over time, they became very brittle and they changed shape on their own. And it's impossible to make one fit like this. So this is different.
This is a little different. The guys working with DSC and working with our owner, we decided to put a Le Mans front end on it. So the Le Mans, we got the hideaway headlights. You had a little bit nose, but it was a chrome bumper that we painted and then put on and finished it extra valance, give it a little bit more judge look.
Nice. So you cross-pollinated, so it still has that enduro appearance, but it's steel.
Right. Try to keep it all Pontiac.
So
Thank you.
yeah.
Can we give a little secret and tell something? One thing we've held is we haven't told who the owner is.
You're right. We've just been talking as a DSC car. Is this a sneak preview for our Monday night reveal audience?
It is. We have a secret for everybody, and on behalf of all of the DSC, the Trade Speed Engineering employees, and all the Holly employees, this is the newest car in Kevin Hart's collection.
Wow, nice. Awesome. Well, congratulations to Kevin Hart. He's got all the cool toys.
He does, and he was really honored to work with, very involved in the build, was in every step of the way, and so it was a real honor for everybody at Trade Speed to get to work with such a car enthusiast and then be able to give him this vehicle, so we're really excited about it.
And so he's seen it finished?
He has not seen it finished yet.
Oh.
This is the first time, so I'm sure social media, Kevin's probably, never know where he is, but he's seeing it for sure.
Hey Kev, wherever you are, check it out, man. So that's really cool, and it's always a question that we have when you build a car for somebody who's a celebrity or a businessman, magnate. Do they really get it, or are they just writing checks? So it sounds like he's into this stuff.
Oh, Kevin definitely gets it. He and his crew, the Plastic Cup Boys, They all came in and they did a bunch of photographing, TV pieces. They got to work with the entire team, and he was definitely part of it. He was taking pictures, sending it to his wife, and so that's really exciting for us because he's definitely involved.
Good, Tommy, welcome. This is awesome.
It really is a very interesting combination. Most people take these cars and slam them to the ground and make them all fast and corner level and all that. We wanted to do something a little different. So
You went north.
that's right. Raise it up. And, the cool part is this was something that Nissan came to us with to pay some honor to their Safari car that ran in 1971. And they had three cars. One was first place, a third place, and I believe a seventh place. So to me, it was a great honor to take some of their new products and really just go after it to give honor to that old car. And I think we really nailed it.
come out in front here. Ladies and gentlemen, this is
have the mufflers on.
Yeah, our good friend Mr. Cam Douglas with Optima. Welcome, my friend.
Thank you. Nice to see you.
You too, buddy. So what are we looking at?
So this is the Optima Overland Rivian, designed and built by DCE, CE. Pardon me?
Direct CE.
Yeah, Direct CE. Anyway, the cool thing is, I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff going on here. But the trailer we tow is to help alleviate range anxiety. Not only is it a utility trailer for some of the electric bikes on back, but it also has a 55 kilowatt battery pack in it and a level 2 charger. So you're out in the wild having fun in your off-road electric EV, and we tow the gas station behind it.
That's cool. So you've been kind of refining this concept for a little while, adding to it and making it more usable.
You got it. Yeah. This year, the big feature on this is that we've got a 3-inch lift. So it was a big challenge on a Rivian.
I can imagine, and I noticed the lift from back there. I couldn't see the crowd over there in front of the truck.
What a lot of people don't know is that all EVs have a low voltage power source. So all the everything that you can touch and feel in an EV has a 12 volt power accessory. So all the lights, all that good stuff, the dash, everything's operating off a low voltage 12 volt power source. So our parent company, Clarios, actually makes most of the low voltage batteries for most of the EVs that are out there today, EVs and hybrids. And Optima is getting into that as well with our new lithium products and new AGM products.
Have you guys used this? Have you taken it anywhere?
Quite a bit.
Yeah?
This rig's been up to Portland, Colorado, Moab, King of Hammers. We actually do an event every year at King of Hammers. Well, we did one last year, and now we're going to do another one this year called Optima Unplugged. And that's for all alternative energy vehicles.
That's cool.
That's really cool. We had 48 Rivians last year. We had Lightnings. We even had a Tesla Model X going through King of Hammers. It was pretty wild.
That is interesting.
But this year we hope to have some Cybertrucks and other cool stuff.
Awesome. Well, Cam, thank you again. It's great to see.
Thank you.
I love that a big company like Optima Batteries is still enthusiastic about trying different stuff and coming up with new ideas and building fun trucks. So,
Right on. Thanks.
ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the Rivian and its tow behind power supply. Your name, sir?
Sean Quinn.
Sean.
Prophet's Resurrection Land Cruisers.
Come on over in front here, Sean. This is super clean.
Yes, sir. So, unfortunately, our boss Jeremiah couldn't make it out, so I'm filling in for him. So, this is a 1979 Toyota Land Cruiser FJ40, and this is one of our more standard body-off restorations. So, the body comes off. We process all the metal, every single fastener. We retain as many Toyota fasteners as we can. Every single bolt gets replated in the same finish. The frame gets sandblasted, powder coated, any modifications if necessary. So this vehicle, I'm actually packing a 50 state legal Corvette LS3 in it, paired with a 6-speed automatic transmission as well.
So is that the E-Rod program with the catalytic converters?
This is an E-Rod program. It was a bit of a tight fit, but we got it to work. So,
well, at least, you know, you're up a little bit so you can aim that stuff down.
yeah, it was You know, I think we're pretty lucky with some of these Land Cruisers because we actually do have quite a bit of freedom, and the guys at the shop are just so talented. We have a custom leather interior that we got refinished, and we try to keep it as Toyota as possible. I mean, a lot of these parts, you'd be surprised, you can still get new from Toyota, like the leather stripping, the handles, the window cranks. So besides the addition of our retro stereo and our vintage AC, it's essentially as stock as we can. You know, it's to make it drivable, make it modern, but keep it looking Toyota.
For sure. Land Cruiser FJ. Production crew, but this is super cool. Your name, sir?
My name is BC. It's Rioja. I'm from a company known as BC Motor Engineering in Ontario, California.
Nice to meet you, BC. Now this, I don't know anybody who does not like VW vans and buses like this, and this one is dynamite. Tell me what's going on with this.
Well, this is a vehicle that's a 1965 bus. Came to us courtesy of a very nice client by the name of Chris Funch. He charged us with the task of electrifying this beautiful classic VW, so we did that accordingly. The inside doesn't give any hint to what lurks beneath the rear deck lid because it looks factory. Factory shifter, factory style gauges that look just like the original one did for VW in the 60s. But the only giveaway is that, wait a minute, instead of fuel level, it has percentage of charge. Or better yet, if you look at the RPM gauge, it's 18,000 RPMs instead of 8,000.
Well, and even 8,000 on an old VW is asking quite a lot. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's cool.
Yes. So what left underneath is a 32 kilowatt hour battery pack. This thing makes 450 terrifying horsepower.
Wow.
In a bus. So you can imagine how scary that can be.
For sure. Buddy, everybody knows this guy. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. TJ Hunt.
Thanks for having me.
Hey, thanks for coming. And, just when we were talking before about the challenges of scaling the ramps, here you go.
I was worried about that. I heard it was a little steep.
Yeah, no, you did a great job. I love the fact that we adapted and overcame and just put it right here.
It works.
So tell me about it.
This is my 1999 Nissan R34 Skyline, and number 2 E-Spec. I've had this car for the last 3 years, but didn't really publicly showcase it until maybe about 6 months ago.
Yeah.
So I bought the car, and I really wanted to film something special or do something special, so I pretty much did a full restoration on the car and bought it, sat on it, didn't tell anyone about it. Took about 18 months to collect parts for it, to get everything that we wanted, and then while we were collecting parts, rebuilt the whole entire car.
Well, so collecting parts for one of these is a challenge.
It's so difficult. It's incredibly difficult. Well, to collect the right parts, to collect the parts that matter, at least to me, and that are authentic to Nismo and the GTR and time period. It's incredibly difficult to get the rare parts.
So for those who are not familiar, tell us what's so special about this car, because you know the steering wheel's on the wrong side. Other than that, you don't see them every day.
Yeah. So you don't really see R34s in America. They're here, but just because it's here doesn't mean it's supposed to be here. So this is what makes this one very special. Is this is here legally through federal exemption. It's one of I think 8 or 9 in the U.S. that are here legally. So. That's a very cool, interesting fact. So because this has been at Purple 2, it's here on show and display. So essentially it has historical significance to the United States of having the first car with a color shifting paint that was like unique to this car. So you're able to file essentially like a historic vehicle, and it's allowed to be here under show and display, which essentially means it's registered legally, it's documented, but you're only allowed to drive the car 2,500 miles a year.
And is that like a to and from show type of restriction as well?
Essentially, but you have the leeway to drive it to and from, and you get 2,500 miles where they are supposed to annually check your odometer to make sure you're staying within that legal limit.
Yeah. So as far as the rest of the car being federalized, it's not. It's here on an exemption, like you're saying.
Yes.
Off the top of my head, I'm thinking that sounds like a creative interpretation of the guidelines to say the color makes it historically significant, but it does.
Yeah, it's one of those weird things where you're like, really? Like,
well played.
Because of that, yeah, well played to the people who figured that out and are able to make that happen. Yeah. So, yeah, I believe there's about 8 or 9 other Midnight Purple 2s that are here under exemption. Not a lot of them are out, but I'm trying to take this one everywhere and anywhere so it gets the glory it deserves.
Hello guys, what's going on? My name is Noel, and what you just saw was Sema Unveiled 2023. This is the 56th anniversary of Sema here in Las Vegas at the Convention Center. A lot more to come. As you know already, my goal this year is to show all of the electric vehicles of Sema 2023. So far, we've only had 2, which was Rivian R1S with a trailer attached to it, and we had a Volkswagen minibus that was converted to be electric. That was pretty cool. But I'm sure there's a lot more as I walk through. During setup, there's a lot more cars being unloaded, booth being set up, so I'm excited for tomorrow. Stay tuned, stay tuned, stay tuned. SEMA 2023 coming at you live.